Hi, I'm Adrian from SyncSpace, and in this video I'm going to show you what you need to know to use SyncSpace Teach as a music teacher. So when you come to your virtual studio for the very first time, you will see a view which is the same view that everyone sees, and that is the front entrance of the studio with access to some of the rooms for tech support. And you'll see in the top right here, there is there will be a notice that says if you are the owner of the studio that you should go to SyncSpace Hub and log in. And when you click on that notice, it will open a new browser tab, and you will then be prompted to enter a username and password, and that's where you enter your credentials from the syncspace.live website. And once you have done that, when you return to this browser tab, you'll see that there are a few changes. One is that in place of the notice to visit SyncSpace Hub, there is instead a button that allows you to unlock and lock the front door. And you'll notice that that button has a dashed border, a dashed white border around it. And this is what we use to indicate in the user interface that something is only seen by the teacher and cannot be seen by anyone else. You'll also see on the left-hand side a panel which shows all of the rooms in your virtual studio. And this is a very powerful panel because it allows you to do a lot of different things. The first thing is that you can easily jump to any room by clicking on that room. So it's like a shortcut to allow you to get there quickly. You will also see in each room who is in that room at any time. And so as people are moving around within the studio space, you can see them moving around. You can also grab someone and drag them and move them from one room to another. So if you want to take someone somewhere quickly, you can use this panel and drag to do that. So let's unlock the studio here and enter the front door. And then we can lock it from the inside. Now, of course, we could have just also, if we just go back out to the entrance just to demonstrate, we could have also just jumped straight into reception by clicking on reception in the rooms list here on the left. And once you're inside, you'll see that there are many buttons here that have that white dashed border. And so again, these are only things that you can see. There are options to allow you to hide some of the links here on the wall in reception if you don't want people to have access to those things. There is also a way to quickly jump to the help lobby or the tech support room. If you see someone that's in there and perhaps you see them in there for a long time and you have the opportunity to help them, you could jump in there and help them. You could click on that room here in the rooms list on the left, or you could just use this button to jump there. Above where I am right here in the teacher slot in reception, you will see a number of different buttons. The first one takes you to the studio settings room, and this allows you to change the name of your studio, and it shows you what that will look like on the sign at the front entrance. You can change the region of your studio, which will affect the latency of the connection for everyone, and you'll see an opportunity to set an access code, which is sort of like a password. It allows you to let people come into reception even if the front door is locked. So you can use it, for example, if you're running an event, instead of leaving the front door open if you don't want to do that and let anyone enter who might have the link to your studio, you can use an access code and only give it to the people who will be attending that event. There are also options here to access the recordings. That's the same button that is available in many of the rooms. It allows you to see any recordings that you've made and to download those recordings or share links to those recordings so that students can view them, they can stream them, or also download them themselves. You can also turn the studio-wide chat on or off, and you can download the transcript of that chat. You'll see there's also a button right here that allows you to call for live help if you have any thing that you need help with, just press that button, and if anyone from our team is available, they will hop in here. If no one is available, you can send email to teachsupport@syncspace.live. So if we visit some of these rooms, you will see that in pretty much most of the rooms, there are these teacher controls that are surrounded by these white dashed borders. So in this room, for example, there is a room control panel that allows you to turn the whiteboard on and off, and to change the background of the whiteboard. You can start and stop recordings, manage the recordings. You can change the video resolution. In the Ensemble Studio, there are two control panels. One allows you to configure the room and change the layout of the room, and also start and stop recordings and manage the recordings. There is also a breakout control panel that allows you to send people to breakout rooms and to bring people back from the breakout rooms. In the Town Hall stage, which is a room that can be used for all kinds of different events, there are many control panels in here that allow you to configure the room in many different ways, to move people around between areas of the room, between the audience and the stage and the green room, to create titles for names of performers or song titles, for example. There's a control panel to allow you to use countdown timers that you can show to the audience or show to people on the stage. Many different options. And so all of these teacher controls are ways for you to unlock the full power of your studio. Even in the lounge, you'll see a few little options here. You can change the volume of the fireplace in here. You can bring everyone here, and you can even take a little group selfie of everyone in here. So that's the teacher control panels in SyncSpace Teach.